Write an equation perpendicular to a line. So they gave us an equation, y equals 1/3 x plus 3. We want to be perpendicular to that. So we want to make sure we're paying attention to those words. You know, we want to be perpendicular to the line they gave us, but we're going to pass through this point for 1. So anytime we talk about perpendicular lines, it's all about the slope. Perpendicular lines have those opposite reciprocal slopes. So with the line that they gave us, really the only thing we care about is that slope so that we can use a perpendicular slope to that. So the slope in y equals 1/3 x plus 3 is this 1/3. That's the slope of the line they gave us. And we want to be perpendicular. So the symbol for perpendicular is that upside down T. So I use that notation. That means perpendicular slope. To be perpendicular to 1/3, we want to flip that fraction. That's the reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 1/3 is 3/1. 3/1 is just 3. And then we have to be opposite. And opposite means just change the sign. Because 1/3 is positive, we're going to make our 3 negative. So the perpendicular slope to the line they gave us is a -3. So over here, that's the slope that we want to use. Now we want to use this -3 from the start of our problem writing this equation. So use that -3. As far as this information over here, we are done with this now. Once we just were using it for the slope, and now we're setting it aside. And we can write an equation for our line. We have a point and we have a slope. We can put this into point slope form. And point slope form is our y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, where the x1 and the y1 come from that ordered pair. When we plug in our values, we have y minus, our y1 is a 1, so y minus 1 equals, the slope that we're using is this perpendicular slope, so a -3 times x minus 4. And we'll go ahead and put this into slope-intercept form, solving for the y. So that means we're going to distribute this -3, and that leaves us with y minus 1 equals -3x plus 12. And then add 1 to both sides, and we have y equals -3x plus 13. So this is our equation of the line. We know that it's perpendicular to the line they gave us because this slope is a -3, which is the opposite reciprocal of the 1/3 in the line they gave us. So that tells us our lines are perpendicular.